Hey Orange Theory, this is Coach Addie, and I'm coming to you today with some tips on the Hip Hinge High Row. It's one of the exercises in today's Orange Theory at Home workout, and I want to give you the benefits of this exercise, the exact how-to of this exercise, the muscles we're working, and then some things to avoid as well to make sure we're performing this movement with proper form. So first things first, the Hip Hinge High Row focuses on our upper back. And you're also at the same time going to be stabilizing through the lower body and core. This exercise is super beneficial to develop symmetry within your upper body, as well as help you avoid any muscle imbalances. We've been working out at home and I've been doing a ton of push-ups. So I've been working my chest. I want to work the opposite muscle groups in my back to help maintain some balance throughout my body. Another amazing thing with this Hip Hinge High Row exercise is really going to help you develop a stronger back, which helps support your posture, and then in turn is going to help support you in different lifts, such as a squat, a deadlift, even your chest press. So the main muscles that we're using in a Hip Hinge High Row are in your back. So focusing on the rhomboids, which are right here in your mid-back, your upper traps, as well as your rear delt. With any sort of rowing action, you'll also be working the lats, but a low row is going to focus a little bit more on the lat rather than the high row movement we're doing today is focusing more on those rhomboids and upper traps. So let's get into the proper form of this movement. It starts out with a proper hip hinge, and Coach Katie talked about that hip hinge movement with a deadlift earlier this week, but primarily we want to stand about hip width apart. And comes from proper posture from the get-go. So slight tuck of the chin, shoulders are down and back. I'm not arching the back, we're maintaining a neutral spine. So from that set position, we're sending the hips back into that hip hinged position. It's very easy, I see this a ton, your neck protruding forward, so we just want to draw the chin back. And then hands come into that wide position. Hinging here, getting pretty close to a flat back, and the movement action is going to draw back, so retracting the shoulder blades, and then my elbows come into a 90 degrees. We want to keep the wrists underneath your elbow rather than tucked into the body. We can start here, we can start wide, either way, make sure those hands are wide at the top of the movement, and that chin remains tucked. A lot of times I see you in class staring at yourself in the mirror, but guess what you're doing? You're wrecking that position with your posture. So let's try it out with some dumbbells. It's really important to maintain a smooth movement throughout the position. Again, send those hips back, slight tuck of that chin, hinge at the hip, and we want to pull back and slowly lower down. Again, smooth movement, controlled movement throughout this is going to be your best bet. A lot of times I see those elbows come really wide here. I want them to come back slightly and slowly return. That, my friends, is the Hip Hinge High Row. I hope you guys check out today's Orange Theory at Home workout. In total, from the beginning to the end, it'll get you done in 27 minutes, so no excuses. More life!